Well, hey there, and thanks for joining us for another edition of Beyond the Game. I'm Dave Laval. It's arguably the fastest growing sport around the country. We're talking about flag football. 23 states, including the District of Columbia, offer it to high school girls, while 17 others have it as a test program, according to NFL Flag. Maryland formally recognized the sport back in April, with 132 schools expected to play the games next season. Credit the Baltimore Ravens for a vast majority of the sport's growth. The team's senior manager of marketing and football outreach, Adam Rudell, with reaction to Maryland adding flag football as its 26th sanctioned sport.
Just really excited, fulfilled, and poised to continue our development statewide. Something that we worked really hard on was, collaborating, partnering with the MPSSAA to achieve this goal. We set out a number of years ago to do so, and I know you've been there along the way, but we started in 2023 getting girls to the field in Frederick County, and it really just took off in ways that we had hoped and imagined, and then really exceeded our expectations through 24 and 25. And just thrilled to have gotten to this point. And it was really nice to put it together in conjunction with the NFL draft.
Why did it exceed your expectations?
We sat in rooms like this and had an idea of the popularity just based on what we had seen it through community grassroots, throughout the region, but specifically in Frederick County. And it exceeded our expectations because we started with 10. And we thought that we would, go from a crawl to a walk before we were full on sprinting. And it really turned into a sprint in 2024 when Montgomery County, raised their hand and said, we'd like to participate. With 25 schools, we doubled our number, and then we added 14 schools in Baltimore City, 6 in Washington County. So now we quadrupled at that point. So that exceeded our expectations. But at the same time, we were probably a year ahead of where we thought we would be. But once counties started raising their hands, we felt like sanctioning by 2026 for play in 2026 was attainable. So we came back to earth on those expectations, and were able to work really closely with the MPSSAA to get to where we wanted to go.
Why did the Ravens choose Frederick County to launch girls high school football?
We needed a partner that was ready. Their athletic administration at the county level is really first class, and made it easy on us to work with. And they also had a really healthy community grassroots league with some outspoken leaders who were putting pressure on us for support and the county for support. It just made sense. And kudos to those parents and administrators in that community league for knocking on our door, for knocking on their county administration's door, and they drove what led to conversations. We recognized them as being ready, and at the time they had some of the healthier grassroots flag football really in the region.
You started with just 10 schools, again, all of them in Frederick County. Now you have 132 schools around Maryland that offer the sport. Your thoughts?
At the beginning of the school year last fall, there were 91, 92 schools, and that was the threshold for the state to really consider, right? They wanted to see 40% of public schools get to the field for them to say, the following year it could be sanctioned. They didn't want a commitment from 40%. They wanted to see 40% of the schools. So we took that seriously, and we continued to have conversations. In the counties that made up those 91 participated in a full-length season, really that mirrored other sanctioned varsity sports, right? They had a playoff bracket, and at that point we were able to tab these athletic administrators in Frederick County, Montgomery County, Washington County to help us posture as other state-sanctioned sports, so that we did everything and we could, work to provide fully baked product to the state. And obviously we're liaising with the state, everybody kind of working together. Howard County came in like mid-September. They did not compete in the league, if you will, but that got us up over 100. And then Baltimore County and St. Mary's County will start this fall. We actually have some clinics in the next couple weeks, and that gets us to 132 at this point.
Who's still left? The Ravens are targeting to add girls high school flag football.
Come one, come all. We really welcome any and every county in Maryland, as far west as it'll go, as far northeast. We've had conversations, and we just want to continue to, pledge our commitment to high school girls flag football. We continue to offer grant funding. Under Armour is here to support uniforms, and we'll host the championships this fall at M&T Bank Stadium. It's just part of our commitment, but our vision is a statewide participation like tackle football or basketball, girls soccer, volleyball, those kind of things.
Under Armour supplies the uniforms. Talk about the importance of that relationship.
Under Armour is a great partner of the Ravens, and really a champion in the flag football space. They'll dress the national team at the Olympics, and really have met all these conversations in stride. They said, give us an idea of what it looks like. And together we navigated some of the growth in the early years, but now we kind of understand who's still out there, and they've pledged to dress each team that comes forward at this point.
Every season or just for the first two?
They get the initial set of uniforms, and typically those uniforms have a 3 to 4 year lifespan, and then like other high school athletics, it becomes part of the program's fundraising and budgets to re-outfit the team at that point.
And it's a lot cheaper than supplying uniforms for tackle football.
Yeah, certainly. They get a nice life out of them, similar to soccer or lacrosse. And they're a good-looking uniform. Under Armour is, obviously committed to making it look professional, look well-dressed, and the kids feel good in them. They get a home jersey and away jersey, shorts, and then we leverage other partnerships that we have through the NFL, whether it be through USA Football or NFL Flag, to make sure that they have the equipment that they need to play, flag belts, mouthpieces, footballs, all the necessities.
How surprised are you at the growth of flag football, and not just for women?
Some days really surprised. Other days we chalk it up to the power of football. And flag football, the barriers to entry are almost non-existent, which is great when you look at tackle football, with all the gear, and some of these other sports that are niche to an extent. You need a stick, you need, a helmet, right? Flag football, you just need really a ball, some flag belts, which we provide. And you can get out there and play. It could be 5-on-5. Now in Maryland, we play 7-on-7. At the Olympics, they'll play 5-on-5. But again, the barriers to entry are almost non-existent for flag football. And boys, girls, men, women can play a sport that is just so popular, not only nationally, but globally now.
And you're going to hear more from the Ravens a little bit later in this program. Virginia, meanwhile, is one of the 17 states that's considering adding flag football as a sanctioned sport. Well, the Ravens are not the only ones who are trying or who are growing the sport. So are the Washington Ravens. I should say the Washington Commanders. My fault there. The Washington Commanders, and they will tell you why they're part of this. You're watching Beyond the Game. Welcome back to Beyond the Game as we focus in this edition on girls high school flag football. As we said just moments ago, the Baltimore Ravens continue to grow the sport around Maryland, but they're not the only ones. So are the Washington Commanders. The team's director of youth football, Dan Levy, explains why the Commanders are also involved.
Yeah, Maryland being added in as the 19th state to add in girls flag football as official sport is an amazing moment. And we're here right now in the National Mall as we're sanctioning girls flag football as an official sport in the District of Columbia, adding it in as the 20th state to add it in as an official sport.
The Commanders helped grow girls flag football in Prince George's and Montgomery counties. Why did you feel the need to do that?
We believe that the next generation of football is female, and to have girls playing at every level is really important to us. And so these girls didn't have the opportunity to play in Montgomery and Prince George's County, and now they do with the support from the Commanders. And it's just an awesome opportunity for us to grow that next generation of fans and the next generation of football players.
What do you hope the girls take away from this besides football?
We hope that the girls can take away from this that they can do anything that they want. The game is going to inspire them to have the confidence to be future politicians, to be lawyers, to be doctors, and maybe professional football players too. But all we want to do is give them the tools to be successful on and off the field.
How surprised are you about the sport's growth, and not just around the DMV?
Surprised isn't the right word, but inspired and excited by it. You know, we know that we put together a lot of resources that we can help to support them, and that's because the excitement was already there. And so us building on top of that, providing access, providing opportunities, it's been an amazing experience to be a part of, and just thankful to our ownership group, Josh Harris and everyone else that's really supported this mission and allowed us to have the resources to make sure that girls have the opportunity to play flag wherever they want to.
The Commanders grew girls flag football in portions of Virginia, including Prince William County and Richmond. Why there?
It is an awesome opportunity to continue our growth. We had 51 teams playing across the state of Virginia last year, and we're looking to add in a ton more teams this year with our hopeful pathway towards state sanctioning there as well, so that every girl that wants to play in Virginia has the opportunity to do so.
You've already had an impact in Maryland. Is there room to grow there?
There's always room to grow in Maryland, right? We want more girls playing. We want JV teams. We want some of those teams in the private schools that haven't played yet to get going to. So there's always opportunity to grow, always opportunity to do better. And so we're excited about building on this excitement from the announcements this weekend, with Maryland sanctioning girls flag as the 19th state and DC sanctioning as the 20th.
And as we said, Virginia is testing the sport as part of a pilot program. No word when Virginia could decide whether to formally add girls high school flag football. Well, we should also tell you the Commanders have offered more support to district schools in order to grow the game. And having that kind of backing definitely helps. One district head coach will tell you why. You're watching Beyond the Game. Welcome back to Beyond the Game. The Washington Commanders are growing girls high school flag football around the DMV, including the district. The team recently announced more support for district schools. Banneker High head coach D'Aria Peoples discusses why that's so important.
I think it's amazing. I think that as far as in building flag football around the district, I think that having the Commanders come around and support and help grow, I think that's amazing for all young kids, especially with the donations and providing the space for us to actually play. I think it's amazing.
What's the biggest challenge so far?
I think for the most part, the most challenging thing is for us not to have it. It's not as big as we would like it to be. I think if we more games and get the girls out earlier on than just spring, so they can get at least more reps with knowing and learning the sport.
How long is your season?
Last year we played about a good maybe 10 to 12. This year we only played 6.
Why so few?
That was a decision made by DC, I guess. So not sure. I wish we had, the opportunity to help say, hey, we need more games for more reps, more spotlight.
What do your players get from playing flag football?
I think we get pretty much about the same as the guys get, scholarship for schools, we want to play. I have girls that wants to play in college, to do something other than other sports like basketball, soccer, tennis, stuff like that. I feel like the more flag football is exposed, I feel like the more women or young ladies would like to play it.
What life lessons do your players learn?
I think with the help of like USA flag in the Olympics, I think that's what made younger women say, "Oh, we all can play. It's not just the people in the Olympics; it's everyone." I think by them making it an Olympic sport, I think that's what actually grew more as far as in the whole entire district to see.
How surprised are you at the sport's growth?
And I'm just going to speak on my perspective. I wanted to coach girls flag football to give back to young women. I was the young lady that wanted to play the sport as well, you know, growing up with my brothers. Back then we didn't have flag. We didn't have anything to say, oh, we can go somewhere with this. And so I think mentorship is one of the biggest things, having a coach to have your back and teaching you the game, and pretty much just genuinely falling in love with it.
Maryland has flag football. Virginia's considering it. Do you feel the district often gets left behind in growing the game?
Yes, I do. I think the district is very behind on the sport in general. I believe that this is honestly the time for us to grow right now, even with possibly playing Maryland teams and playing Virginia teams in a sense. Like, I believe that DC needs to kind of catch up to the program, honestly. It's taken away.
How much bigger do you think flag football can get?
Oh, I'm hoping it gets to a point where there's an actual international league, where it's like just like lingerie football, just like rugby, and you know, I'm hoping that, I'm praying that it gets bigger than both of those. It's even semi-pro flag football, and I pray that there is leagues. We're going to get that out there. There is leagues that women can still go out and play, but as far as in high school, for high school girls, I do want it to expand a little more.
Let's go back to the Commanders for a moment. How important is it to have that support for the program?
So basically, with the Commanders stepping out and helping the community grow flag football in the district, we are very appreciative of the new jerseys, the cleats, and I believe that's giving the young women motivation to continue to come out and play. That we did receive jerseys from the Commanders. We've had clinics. We've had little things like RFK, when they did the whole clinic for the young women to come out and show their talents. And I believe that is a great opportunity. I believe they are supporting something at the RFK come July, whereas it's like a combine for young women that's like in seniors and going to school. So I think that's a great opportunity for them. I believe that's a great opportunity for the world to see, or for DC natives to see, that that's something that the Commanders are trying to do to help us grow. So I appreciate them so much for that.
So just how big can girls or flag football overall get around the country? The Baltimore Ravens share their thoughts. You're watching Beyond the Game. Welcome back to Beyond the Game. Well, there is no denying the popularity of flag football, especially for girls' high school football. The Ravens' Adam Rudell shares his thoughts about what he believes has propelled the sport.
Credit the NFL's vision and strategy to help us, see what we needed to see locally. But yeah, we've always within our building wanted to grow the game of football, and this has been such a great way to. For years, we were focused on sustainability of tackle football, right? Playing it safer, heads-up tackling, all the things that you've seen, combating concussions and things like that. But this is such a nice segue to provide a game like flag football that's a game of evasion, it's non-contact, and that's how it's officiated, which is a really, a credit to not only the administration, the coaches, but the officials and everybody who understands the game realizes that it's a fun way to, be exposed to football at an elementary level and play some really high-level football at the expert level.
Now that Maryland has an actual state flag football championship starting next season, the Ravens will host it. What can you tell us about that?
that's something that we've kind of hoped for. Over the past couple years, we have hosted the pseudo championships. We were also very boots on the ground and developing rules and gameplay. So for the state to sanction it and us to just host the finale, it's something we're really excited about. We're looking forward to it. We'll see the NFL schedule tomorrow, and from there we'll be able to work back, exact dates and times for this championship. And our partners at the MPSSAA were excited to bring Maryland championships back to the bank. So we're excited about those opportunities and something that we'd like to do for years to come.
How do the Ravens compare to other NFL teams in growing the sport?
We've taken a lot of pages out of our partners' notebooks in other NFL cities, and it just really depends on, the partners that we have locally with the state association, these grassroots leagues. Flag football has been, maybe a bigger initiative in the Southeast for years, newer to us, newer to some other markets. I don't want to say we're first, we're probably not last. In terms of sanctioning, I think we were 19th. So if that gives you an idea. But we're excited for the support of the state, and really from the Ravens and our ownership have met this this initiative in stride at each juncture, and really have committed to the growth of the game through girls flag football.
More colleges are adding flag football. How surprised are you by that?
We see a lot of smaller schools in the region have an interest. We did an event at Washington College, who hopes to have elevate a club sport to a varsity sport by 2028. Mount St. Mary's has a Division I program. And there's a number of them across the region that have developed programs and started to provide some scholarship opportunities. So really, at 30,000 feet up, everyone is working together. The NFL teams, the state associations, the local collegiate programs. So it's all pretty cohesive. Everybody obviously has a goalpost of the 2028 Olympics, but we're hopeful it's much longer than that, and there's future sustainability in the Olympics that gives these girls something to aspire to.
Gallaudet University added flag football last season. Marymount already has a strong program, along with Mount St. Mary's. But you're not surprised.
Everybody seems to be committed to it. Girls who are playing, who played in the Ravens Pilot League, who are actively competing at their these Maryland public schools, are being recruited, which is really cool. And just some of the things that, when we started talking about this, we had hoped those kind of things would help us with sustainability, right? What we hope for is all of these programs continue to field teams, continue to give girls an opportunity to play football, to be part of a team, to represent their school, their community. It's a really strong thing, team sports at the high school level.
And we should point out the U.S. will seek gold at the 2028 Olympics when flag football takes the field for men and women. Well, that's it for this edition of Beyond the Game. Log on to DC News Now if you want to see more like it. Thanks very much once again for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you.